Welcome, Taurus, to your love reading for the week of April 13th to the 19th for 2020. And here we do have something different. And, well, I've done this before, of course. And it's a 10 card Celtic card spread and surrounding what you might be going through in your romantic love life, either with someone or potentially open to getting to know somebody and manifesting a relationship with them. Now, this reading, anytime I do readings and I always see maybe a pattern or something significant on a spiritual level, if some of you have been getting signs about something that could have happened between you and someone else. Now, sometimes these things could be tragic, and often the universe, God, is trying to send you messages from different realms or the higher realms so that you can remember something that has happened. It's for you to pay attention to those signs and for you to write those things down, especially if it's something that's repeating through a dream or a synchronicity, and to be aware of that. And I mention that because I see the death card at the very top, and it's also next to the Hierophant, and that was important for me to mention that to you. And that's only for those that get these synchronicities or repeating energies. All right, so now as I'm looking here, we have a few different sections. So the theme of the week is a separation for some of you. Now, it doesn't mean it's all bad, no, but it seems like to me some of you may be dealing with a cycle or someone that comes into your life, or even someone from your past that you may have been trying to let go and move on from because you know what it is about them. Like, you know that it might not be the person for you. If you do connect with them, they could have cheated, you may have cheated, and maybe this is something that happens often, or something that two of you may not be able to really forgive and let go and try to start over. So that's why that Seven of Swords is showing up here in reverse. Aries had that too in that position. Well, not that position, but it came out as a theme. So if this is coming out here, it seems so far I only did 2 readings. So it seems like that might be some kind of realization for many people this week, as something is becoming clearer to you. And that's why I mentioned this, because when the energy of the Nine of Cups is showing up, it's almost like you're feeling good that you're getting some kind of information about where you stand with someone, the true nature of who they might be, who you might be, something that you've been, an aspect of your own personality or your traits that's been hidden from you for some time. Maybe that's becoming a bit more obvious. Sometimes you accept certain things from someone else or certain behaviors that might be there, and you forgive and you stay with that, and then you allow the person into your life and they do it again and it happens again. So I feel like this is someone, if you are attached or really fond of somebody and you want to connect with them no matter what, be aware of that kind of energy, because it's almost like a energy of making up the breakup kind of thing, and some people get satisfaction from that because they can connect romantically, and it can be something, extremely enticing to pull you back. So be aware of that. All right, recent past, disconnecting emotionally, not really connecting to someone, or just moving away from someone specific or significant in your life, and detaching a bit, sometimes going on a walk, going on a jog, or just doing something else entirely from them. So what's on your mind? The death energy is showing up there, and I feel like it's a change of perspective. It's a big change that's happening, and I feel like you're trying to stop these patterns from happening with someone that you've been dealing with. Even if you really want to connect with them, it seems like an energy of not committing, at least this week. Or some of you are going through a complete divorce, and you are either literally divorcing or going through a divorce of certain patterns that might be happening. And I feel like that's a good thing, because the person that you're dealing with, what they're bringing towards you doesn't seem to be something significant. So you had the Eight of Cups in the past, they got the 5, and the 5 is the energy of feeling down, maybe a bit sad about things, but not really coming forward with anything. And I feel they're not coming forward to really bother you. I feel like that's a relief in some way, because it's allowing you the space to think and feel what you need to feel, and think about what's been going on. So that's a relief, and I feel their intentions towards you is to maybe For some of you, if you're dealing with someone that you've moved on from, and there's someone new that you might want to connect with, they may be on the brink of like working towards some financial goal, um, working to move out from where they have been, vice versa. It's almost like a financial security, so they can, better suit themselves and not rely on you so much, and they can flip that around. All right. And where this energy I feel as advice, I feel like if you feel like there's a lack of communication, or you can't get something off your mind completely, it doesn't mean that you have to force it to happen. I feel like if you have some things to think about the past, think about the cycles you've been through, the repeating cycles, and what's been happening constantly over and over again, and put it into perspective. And until you are able to do that, I feel that there may be an issue with clearing out things this week completely, but you're working through that, I feel. And that's why we have pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you, and give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And this is the energy of some of you trying to work with the connection, but if you see someone for their true colors, you can send out love. You can always say, I'm willing to work on this, and we need some time or whatever. But if the person is really not changing, the negative patterns that they might have, that's the energy of a clear sign that you need to step away from a certain connection, in your own time, by your own choice, not someone really telling you to do so. So that's something that you have to figure out for yourself. So again, make sure that you're aware of anything that might be unhealthy between both of you, and don't force anything. If you're not ready to move on, if you feel like you just need some time and space before you are able to open up to other opportunities, then so be it. But don't ignore the red flags that are there, because they can keep you in a loop for a long time, for many years, until you realize it and realize what's going on. So that's going to be your reading. I hope the message has helped out. I wish you the very best. And for a personal, direct connection to your energy and who you might be dealing with, you can always get a private or personal reading that suits you, as these are general. All right. Have a good one and much love.